Hey, Shalom, I want to start with by giving no praise to Yahweh, Shem Shah, Shem Kodash, the blondness of the apostles of GMS and honesty, brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. It's just a quick one on, just really just being brotherly, loving brothers, and, considering and taking care of brothers. Right now, brothers have, you might have a brother, he ain't as strong in the faith, right? As a brother, you're supposed to help that brother, right? And that's a labor of love, right? So is doing these videos, going out there on the streets. I mean, here it's starting to get cold now, man, right? But through the power of Yahweh, Shem Shah, Lord will, right? We gon' still be there pushing out this word. Right, this is Luke 22:32. It says, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. Right, this is Yahweh Shai speaking, right, to Simon Peter. Right, in fact, let me read into it. Verse 31 says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. Right, now if if I can grab this real quick. This is 1 Peter 5:8 says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right, so Satan's still going around, because that's what the word adversary, Satan means adversary. Right, Satan still walking around trying to take brothers out the truth. Right, but in this case, Yahushua said unto Simon, look, man, Satan wants you, right? But I have prayed for you that thy faith fail not. Right, so I've prayed that, you don't get taken out of the way. And sometimes you might see a brother wavering, you pray for that brother, right? That's also a label of like, Lord, our brother was going through something difficult or whatever, strengthen them so they can overcome that. Or, you might see a brother's, he's into something that ain't, it ain't going off, but it ain't good for this truth. You be like, hey, Lord, Babukasha, right, you get that spirit off the brother, man, so that he can, go harder for this truth. You might see him wavering, right? And this is what I said, as the scripture says, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren, right? So when you've got, when you're built up in the faith, right? When you've, when you've grown a bit, right? You have, you have younger brothers or whatever, what have you, whatever, wherever, I'm just trying to, trying to find the right words. But you might have, brothers, you might be going through things, like I said, and you just help them, man. Right? Hey, how you doing, brother? Checking up on them, right? And that's what do you call it? That's what has been done for us, right? Brothers above all of us. When we came in, but all the brothers might have seen, hey, look, man, this brother, might be going through something. You give you, hey, just, chat to you in the corner. How's everything all right, brother? Give you them words of comfort, man. Not do these scriptures, right? It says Hebrews 13:1. It says, let brotherly love continue, right? It's love that you have for the brothers, let it continue, right? And there's many different ways of showing love, right? This is John 13:34. It says, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another. So we're commanded to love one another, right? We also read, it says, he that hateth his brother is a murderer, right? So we're supposed to love one another, and if we have issues, we're supposed to sort those issues out immediately, lest they fester and and get worse. And then before you know it, you're all sideways glancing your brother, which is going off. Right, it says, so now I say unto you, a new commandment it says, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. Right? So how shall love us? Right? So Lord will be of the elect. Right? So how shall love us? Right? So the very least we need is love our brother. Right? It says, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. And this is a true statement. Right? People in the world can see the love that brothers have for one another. That's why one of the reasons your woman gets jealous, because she can see, look, man, this guy actually loves someone else more than I do, more than he loves me, right? Which is why when you read the story of David and Jonathan, right? King David, he loved Jonathan more than the love of women, as it says, right? And brotherly love, that's some strong shit, man, right? This is Romans 12:10. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another, right? In fact, I don't know. This is not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord, right? Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of saints, giving to hospitality, right? So hey, that's beautiful, everything there. Right? Being fervent in spirit, I'm praising the Lord, serving the Lord. I'm continuing in prayer, where I'm being hospitable, right? The Lord sees all of that, especially if doing it to the, well, of course, doing it to the brethren. Right? It's Ephesians 4:2 says, with all lowliness and meekness and with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, right? And I look up that forbearing because bear with, endure, right? Because it ain't gonna be easy. End of the day, you've put a whole bunch of men, right? And would you call it, that have come from this world, and this world's all dog eat dog, what I want, my thing first, right? Because we're all in the process of shedding the old man, right? This is yeah, so it ain't gonna be easy, right? You're gonna clash heads, right? But you're gonna have to overcome those differences, with love, right? Because endeavoring to keep the unity of the spirit in the bond of peace, right? So there is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of all your calling, right? So hey, if there's one, what do you call it? If there's one body, right, you can't hate a part of your body, right? You gotta love all of it. Unless that part of your body withers away and done, and now you're disabled, right? And then a new member has to grow, right? This is First Peter 3:8. It says, finally be ye all of one mind, having compassion one to another, right? Compassion, right? Understanding what it is that a brother is going through, and in that comes mercy as well, right? Brother might be going through certain things, might act out, but you may apply, brother's going through some shit, right? But if he acts out, too far, you be like, okay, bro, I know you're going through some stuff, but that ain't a reason for you to be doing X, Y, and Z, right? Because Jay get emotional. You be like, oh, I was going through. If you don't explain things to Jay, oh, I was going through things where all man was doing was getting on me. Right, but if you explain to him, look, I know you're going through things, but where you're acting is, out of order. Then that's what you call it? That's it's better when that all comes with time. Dealing with brethren and all of that comes with time. Right, but compassion one of another, love his brethren, be pitiful and courteous, not rendering evil for evil, right, or railing for raving, but contrariwise blessing, right, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing, right? So, wrong might be done to you, but hey, a brother's a brother, man, right? Just take it, and then, it is what it is, right? And Lord's will, you can get over whatever it is that, you and that brother have been through. So Lord's will, that was edifying. Just a quick one on, and what do you call it, a brotherhood, loving the brothers, and what do you call it, strengthen them brothers, right? Because we all need it. We all need it, right? We've all been there where you've had to call up a brother and just vent. And then guess what happens? Scriptures say, oh, how well and how good it is for brethren to dwell in unity in the Psalms. Right? Psalms 133 and 1, roughly paraphrasing. Right? So Lord's all that was edifying, and let brotherly love continue. Shalom, shalom.